Welcome to the Living Elan podcast, where we help you reclaim your confidence and energy through taking control of your wellness. I'm Paige Hope.
And I'm Tracy Vallejos. Join us for quick chats on wellness, personal growth, hormone regulation, and more. Welcome to another episode of Living Elan. And I am here, as always, with the incredible Paige Hope. Looking so adorable today. So summery, so sporty, so natural. And I love it because don't we all want to feel confident? Like what you always inspire me, Paige, to do is like be my natural self and be confident in that. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for always showing up so natural, but always so confident and like oozing that and inspiring me.
Oh, Tracy, thank you so much. I could say the exact same thing about you, although you inspire me to put on my stilettos. Barefaced in stilettos this summer, everybody. We are excited to reintroduce our face tanning spray for this whole new summer challenge we have going on, which is exactly what Tracy just said, is be confident in your skin, in your natural appearance, and just enhance it. We're going to be on the water. We're going to be outside. You're not going to be able to put as much foundation on because let's be real, when you get outside in the summertime, you're just sweating it off anyways. And we all need something that helps enhance our natural beauty.
Well, I just want to say this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like pump the brakes and back it up a little bit here on something you just said. Because on our TikTok a few weeks ago, we said something, about like, how does a tan make you feel? Because Elan Pure is all about that energy and confidence, as you always, share, Paige, because obviously that is exactly what Elan stands for, right? It's French. But let me just tell you what I shared. And each one of us as a team member, so for the listeners to even understand and know, we were all together as a team. And Paige just said, I want you to look in the camera and just share, how does, having a natural tan, a glow, make you feel confident? You know what I said, Paige? Let me just remind you in case you forgot. Okay. And it is like on TikTok. I said, well, I just feel more confident naked. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there.
And it's accurate.
I had this conversation yesterday. I was making lunch with a very good friend of mine. We hadn't seen each other in 2.5 years, and we were talking about it. And she is so excited to try the product. But she said, Tracy, it is true. She said, when I'm tan, she said, I feel like 5 pounds lighter. And not that it matters, but it's just true. She says, I just feel better naked. And I started laughing and go, oh, let me show you the TikTok I just did. So let me just share. I think this episode needs to about feeling confident naked, meaning whether that's yourself, bare skin naked, right? With your face, whatever that is. It isn't about, now, listen, people, I'm not saying we got to be running around nude. That's not what I'm saying here. Okay. I want to be real clear. But at the same time, I will say when we're glowing, we do feel better.
Oh, we do. I actually have a funny story on this, Tracy, that I have to share. I'm going to shout out my amazing friend Zan. I spoke to her today, actually. She was not a self-tanner before me, but because she is just such an amazing friend and supports other entrepreneurs, she's like, I'm going to buy your product and I'm going to use it. And it was the most hysterical phone call I got after she tried self-tan for the first time, specifically ours, because she was very scared of self-tan because she saw everyone else looking very scary, orange, patchy. She's like, I don't want any of that. I'd rather be pale than look like those scary Oompa Loompas. And so I was like, just trust me on this. That's why we made it buildable so you can customize your glow. You'll love it. So I gave her all the instructions. She calls me and she's like, Paige, my husband, Brandon, just told me that he thought I looked so sexy and we just had the best sex of our life last night. And I about freaking died. I was like, this is the most funniest testimonial that she did not put on our website, by the way. Zan, if you're listening here, thank you so much. Great testimonial of the self-tan.
I don't know. I think it needs to be a testimonial.
Because you're dying. She was like, I think it was a little bit of my performance. She's like, when I felt a little bit more confident, I kind of got out there and I was more confident, and then it kind of aroused him, and it just keeps going after that. I could not stop laughing for a solid hour. I'm not joking you. It was hysterical.
I'm loving this so much because we talk about all the time having energy and confidence, like to put yourself out there to do those things. And if that means, right, in the bedroom or wherever that is for your personal life too, because the truth is, and we like to keep it real here. All right. We're going to keep it real right now. That is exactly it. For me, I feel really confident when I have a tan. And you know what else? With tan lines. So, yes, people know this. When I self tan, okay, most people probably do self tan nude. This is true. Like whole body. Like Paige, are you a whole body girl? I think you're probably
Of
a whole
course.
body. Of course.
Yes. I don't want the tan lines.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to say, tell me you're an 80s baby without telling me you're an 80s baby. Well, let me show you that now, here in 2025, I put on a bathing suit and I self tan so that I have lines. I mean, if that's not telling you I'm an 80s baby, so for those listening, the page is probably like, I'm telling you, the first time she probably watched this, she was like, what the heck? But when I take it off and I have tan lines, this is like more confidence for me.
It's
Yeah.
hysterical because we are in the process of running an incredible nostalgic campaign back in Tracy's era, actually. We're getting some really fun marketing and advertising up there, and it's really funny because we use Tracy as a little bit of inspo. She's got hilarious stories about what it used to be like and very bad stories, right? And the story we're trying to tell from this whole nostalgic campaign is, what if Elan Pierre had always been there, right? And there was always this choice versus, back in the day. Tracy, why don't you even just share a couple things you used to
Yeah.
do back then?
Well, let me just share with you if there could have been a choice. Okay. One, oh, girl, talk about, I look like Oompa Loompa plenty of times. I can remember the first time spray tanning. Okay. So we didn't have at first the self tanning lotions. So I had this gun thing that somebody did, and I picked my son up. He's 29. He was in the first grade. That's all I'm going to say. This how many years ago I've been self tanning. And he looked at me. He was so scared of me because I look like a Oompa Loompa orange. And he asked me, what happened, Mom? He was holding my hands walking down the hallway. I'll never forget picking him up at school. And let me tell you, but still, because I had some color, right? And there was no other choice, I just did
Mhm.
it. And
Mhm.
then, oh, the streaking. Oh my gosh. I was always like, please, because I spoke a lot and did a lot of video and on stages, but I was like, from a distance, I hope they can't see my streaking, my scaly snake skin. I'm telling you, I looked like I had leprosy all the time. And there wasn't a choice. We didn't have buildable, just like we do with Elan Pure. There wasn't natural organic ingredients that actually was hydrating with your skin, that actually helped protect your skin barrier, that actually had you moisturize. Oh no, I'm pouring dyes all over my skin that's drying it out. And I look like a crater on this earth. It's so, I mean, I live in the desert now. I look like literally a piece of desert earth. You know what I'm talking about. All right. And then I'm trying to smear body butter all over my body. I'm just putting more toxins on. There was no choice.
Yeah.
But I just thought that looked better than what we just talked about, than the pasty pale. Nothing wrong, girls, if that's what you're confident in. But a lot of people, myself, I wanted color, and that color, streaky, orange, nasty looking, and smelly. Oh, I stunk. Okay.
Mhm.
My husband would literally kick me out of bed. He's like, this stinks, and you're staining our sheets.
Well, and just
Literally.
think too, Tracy, like before the spray tan,
Oh,
too. I mean, Tracy was telling me stories of when she would be laying out, right? She, so many people would just spray Pam all over their bodies and then just sit out
yeah.
on the sun, right? And so, again, this campaign is all about what would happen if Elan Pure is always there. So, from all the people that were exposing themselves to crazy, weird things with the sun, and now they're paying for it with their skin, which the sun is a beautiful thing, right? But to be laying out the way that Tracy's generation was, not the greatest thing in the world, right? But then
Oh,
on the
no.
other hand, when the movement came of tanning solutions, people started moving away from UV because that was causing cancer, right? So everyone thought, okay, let's get these tanning foams. So then that industry just started to increase and evolve over time. So everyone thought that, okay, I'm getting rid of cancer over here. But then as different research came out, they were smearing chemicals all over their body, which was increasing their risk of breast cancer, which was increasing their risk of autoimmunity, et cetera, et cetera. So this story we're telling of, well, what if Elan Pure was always there, right? And it could literally get me emotional because it's like seeing the evolution of just beauty standards in general. And so many people, when I listen to Tracy at events and they're able to kind of talk through what used to happen and used to be, and everyone wished that they had options like this back then, it makes me so grateful to be able to, one, give this to those people, but also help change and pivot the lives of others that were going to go on the path of either too much exposure to the sun or too much exposure to these harsh chemicals in tanning solutions.
It's the truth. I mean, with myself having autoimmune, and I know with you as well and your sister, I mean, they definitely contributed to toxic overload and smearing from head to toe a self tanner on your body all the time. Very much so contributed to it, and having to stop. And Paige would tell you the first time that I was like, this really is non toxic. I can really tan. And it was so beautiful. And I could actually feel confident in my skin again. I said there was a time in my life I was doing a TikTok live, and I said that I didn't even want to go out. I didn't want to put the dress and stilettos on because I didn't feel as confident not having my legs and my arms done. So this here, now we get choice, and now we get education. And now what I love about this bare skin challenge and with the new face mist, and we have to talk about the new self tanning face mist, because I literally had someone the other day who's been a self tanner forever, who literally has tried it all. And when I mean try it all, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I know she's spent hundreds of dollars. I've been in her home and I've seen all the product. She's like, I don't know what's in this stuff, but it's the best self tanner ever. She's like, I just want to scream it from the rooftop. She says, I've been telling everyone. She says, seriously. And she didn't even realize we had an ambassador program. And so I had to let her know that we did. She's like, I am going to be able to just scream this from everywhere. And I said, not only that, but to be able to have skincare ingredients in there, to go barefaced now. Right. And I am learning how to go barefaced more confident, even though I've done the sun damage to my skin. But I know that with the ingredients, the calendula that's in here, the aloe vera that's in here, the cucumber extract, that not only am I feeling more confident and glowing, but Paige, thank you. I know that I'm actually helping my skin. And listen, it's not going to happen overnight. I have to be more patient, but I'm learning that I'm going to do this barefaced challenge just as we are, and be able to have something that's helping me glow with all of my age spots that was just created years ago when we didn't have a choice. But now what I know is that I'm helping it. And I'm going to be confident just who I am. Like when we say this, it's not about comparison. We're not saying comparing yourself to anyone else, but being confident who you are right now in your skin. But what you're putting on your body is so good for you. And you get to have a glow at the same time.
I love it. And it gives me chills because I think of it as this episode is just your reminder that confidence isn't about covering up your flaws. It's just about showing up, right? And I know that sounds so cheesy, but with self-tan, it really is. We're all about spreading that energy and confidence. And this is the one thing that you can add to your routine where you're romanticizing your life, where you're putting on that face spray before bed. And I am loving it because it is so popular with the men right now. It's hysterical. And they're just like, wait, this is what it feels like to put makeup on? Because I mean, like, right? We get to put makeup on, we get to enhance ourselves. And they're just like, this is incredible. So when you purchase this, it's only $28 plus you get 10% off with our specific code podcast.
Yep.
And you can share it. Go in on it with your boyfriend or girlfriend or with friends, whatever that is. Try it out. It's a smaller size, but I'll tell you what, these guys, they're going through it. It's hysterical. Looks amazing. We're going to do a tutorial with a man showing how he does it, blends it with the neck and everything, and no one even knows. It's the best thing in this world. I'm biased though.
Well, rightfully biased because it's so beautiful. You know what I love about it is that personally, Paige, and it's because of you. For me, if you're just wondering, we'll have tutorials, but I'm, doing the cleanser, putting the serums of, the moisturizer, then I'm spraying this on because it goes on clear, right? This is just like our body self tanner. Like this is organic DHA. It's going to work with your skin. You're going to wake up glowing. We've got the beautiful, I'm sorry, but I'm holding it and you may just be listening. So you may not watch the video, but the beautiful brush that you spray it on and it just feels good. You spray it all over your face, your neck, whatever that is. And because there's skincare in it, and it's already enhancing and working with the skincare I put on. But the next day I wake up and I'm like, what? The first time I just couldn't believe it. I just kept looking in the mirror. And I was like, gosh darn it, you just need to love yourself just the way you are. Like, look, that pop of glow, because sunshine is glow. We all love some sunshine, right? We love, oh my gosh, like we probably have all said to people like you, Paige, you are a little burst of sunshine every day because you just glow, meaning not just physically, but spiritually in who you are. We all just want to glow, okay? And it makes us smile. So we want you to be able to have that confidence, that what I call that bare-faced glow, that naked glow, meaning not having to have okay, Paige, I'm here in the desert. Girl, it is dry all the time. I don't need to be putting makeup on because it looks like you just cake on. For you, right? You may be where some humidity, and I lived in humidity for 40 years, where it would just be melting off in a different way.
Yep.
What if we could just throw on some mascara and lip gloss, maybe not even if you have to do that, and just have a natural glow that's good for you?
1000%. That is a mic drop moment, everybody. Use code podcast for 10% off. We also have the Duo Glow bundle going on. Is that sale going on still, Tracy, during this episode?
Yes, it is.
Well, then people, you can get up to 30% off. You can still use the code podcast. The bundle is already 20% off with our face tanner and the tanning foam. So just tap in. We're celebrating our birthday month, so we're going all out.
Hey, you might as well enjoy glowing from head to toe naked, as I'm going to say, right? In your natural skin, and put on your face mist that I love putting on every other day, putting on your beautiful, right, self tanner, your foam and lotion that's so incredibly hydrating, which we definitely need during the summer. Get that bundle for 30% off. You are going to be set pretty much the rest of the summer. I'm going to have to be honest with you. And this fall, we can have some other things that are going to be coming out to help you feel energetic and confident as well. But we want to see you glowing. We want you to be a part of the summer bare face glow, feeling confident in your skin with or without clothes, right? As we started this podcast with an incredible little testimonial from someone, right? Please. I thought that was the best. So whether you're, I'm going to say outside, inside, in your bedroom, wherever that is, you're going to be energetic and confident in your glowing skin. Here is until our next episode. And thank you for being here with us.